Hello? Hello? Are there any gamers around? Happy not Final Fantasy Friday. Hello, Zan. Happy Final Fantasy Friday. No Final Fantasy Friday this week. We're not doing Subnautica? I need to get it set up and I got scared. We're gonna do it next week, I think. Because it doesn't look like there's gonna be a heap. I don't want to start it and then like not play for a few days. Kind of just vibing. I felt this is kind of Subnautica-esque. It's the same genre. Water related. We might do it on Monday, I think. That is the tentative plan at the moment. Now, I'm going to turn the game on. It might explode your ears, because this game doesn't work well on PC. So give me a second. Thank you for the daily tax. Hello, Pixie. Welcome in. The not Subnautica Friday. Okay. I'm gonna try and capture the game. Give me a moment. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Hold on. So I want to watch YouTube chat too. Sucks. Fish Game Friday. That's right. It's Fish Game Friday. Oh. I don't like that. Kind of weird. Well, that works. I just noted Pixie's name. True. Had to improvise. How's the audio? The audio okay? If you add 3 S's, you'll be like a snake. Can you guys help me if this is spam or not? I have to adjust some stuff. because I can't see how powerful the microphone is. Can you help me? Tell me if this is spam or not. I got a message this morning at 10:30 that said, "Can we chat briefly?" And it's from a number I don't recognize. And I was like, I guess I'm in trouble. And that but I responded real quick. I said, "Who is this?" And they said, "I'm so and so from Indeed. We're hiring for a role. Can I share the details with you?" And then I didn't respond. Yeah, Sales is supposed to move. PNG Tuber Plus, for some reason, resets the microphone connection every single time you turn it on, so I have to reset it. So thank you for reminding me. Now it's working. Yeah, there we go. I kind of wanted to message to see what the job was. Not that I'm saying that there was a job, but if I could keep following and being like, "All right, what are you talking about?" But I didn't because it was 10:30 in the morning. Anyway, this is Bioshock. Um, this is one of my favorite games ever. I remember following the article in Game Informer when they did like a big um, feature on it before the game came out, and I was like so excited. Definitely like went to GameStop, got this day one pre-order, got home. I remember like back then I still had a CRT TV, and it was like the old Xbox 360, you know, the one that like you had a 50% chance of it red ringing. And the old CRT was on top of my clothes dresser. So, and there was no chair in the room that could possibly support like me being level with the TV. So back then I would just like play games really close to the TV standing up. And I remember doing that for 8 hours straight the day this came out and when I got home from school. So I like this game a lot. Hi Mobo. I can probably beat it in one sitting if I wanted to. I don't think I want to. And we're also doing hard mode, no vita-chambers. Vita-chambers, so basically this game is the easiest game on earth if you play it normally, because when you die, you just respawn. But you can turn off the respawns so that you have to play it like a traditional FPS, where you have to rely on your save games. And we're doing that on hard mode. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite games. Super comfy game for me, and probably not for other people because it's technically a horror game. So if you get scared, make sure to hold someone's hand in chat, okay? Not Pixie, she can't hold her hand. It's someone else's hand. How are you guys', how'd your week go? Just waiting for the ad to run out. How was everyone's week? I am tired. Can someone let me know how the audio is? Welcome back. I don't remember Bioshock feeling that special when I played it. Probably just a personal thing.
They told me. Son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
Flying a plane, under Trump's FAA in 2025. Did I tell you that when I was on my way to LA a month ago, my flight was delayed and they didn't tell us why until the pilot got on the system and they were like, this has never happened before, but the people who deliver the food to the plane didn't show up, so there's no food. So if everyone wants to get off and get something from Dunkin' Donuts and get back on, we'll give you like 20 minutes. Like, what happened? What do you mean no one showed up with the food? Went on strike. Have you a good time? Okay. Was that English? I've been having a time where I persist through it all, despite in spite of it. And that's kind of all anyone can ask of me right now. All right, so I am going to like nostalgically gush about this because this is like one of my favorite games. When the demo on the Xbox 360 came out, I put maybe like 20 hours into it because this was like 2006, I think. When you're playing this game in 2006 off of a shitty Xbox and a CRT TV, this is some of the best like graphics you've ever seen. Like, this is just downright beautiful. Would you kindly... back in my day, we used to play games on TVs. We used the RGB, the white, the red, and the yellow cables, and we plugged them in. Now, the ironic part is, if this happened to me in real life, I would dunk my head under the water, and just drown, purposely. I would never... If my plane crashed into the ocean and I was the only one left and I'm swimming in the middle of the wreckage, I will just, like, find the quickest way to go unconscious. You know, I'm not that old. Back in my day, seeing 4 pixels was so revolutionary, we didn't know graphics got this advanced. I'm not even that old. My first console was a Super Nintendo. No gods or kings, only man. In what country is there a place for people like me? You know, considering everything that's happening, maybe we should all take a trip to Rapture. They ain't cutting PBS funding. Nice getaway from our current king, true. Yes, exactly. Andrew Ryan was based. Pixie, have you seen this game before? This is going to offer you an insight into the psyche of your partner, if you haven't. When I say that I have never been more excited for a game than when I was leading up to playing this, like, I cannot stress that enough. I don't know why either. Like, I don't know what's about it that's like so impactful to me.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No,
that's not what they say.
The man in the Vatican, it belongs to God.
That's what they say.
No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone.
They don't say that anymore.
I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture.
Grab.
A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. The sweat of your brow, rapture can become your city as well.
It does have a cool nostalgic aesthetic before a ton of other games started doing it. Whale. Bro, you think that whale's like, what the fuck? Why is all this here? Is the audio okay? Should be fine. Like, can you hear it? I think it's fine? Okay. Oh. I can hear coffee, so audio is good, game doesn't matter. What the hell? You won't be saying that when I'm playing Final Fantasy IX. Which is just for chatters. Oh, this is a horror game, by the way. I'd say it's more of a thriller. That's a good point. It's not really scary at all. And I'm a big pussy.
Is it someone new?
We're kill. We're cool. We're kill. We're cool. We're chill. I guess I got it. See, it's glowing. Hold on. Let me just turn on subtitle. Disable vita-chambers. Yes. And dialogue subtitles on. Let me just sure thing is good. Let me just go and turn the audio a tiny bit. Okay. Isn't it great that this game has like some of the best writing? And then Bioshock Infinite had some of the worst.
I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. Now keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground.
Oh, whoa, still is streaming. Hi, Lillian. What's up?
Take a deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind. We're gonna need to draw her out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
Bioshock Infinite improved human existence in other ways? Yes, exactly. The same way Overwatch did. I remember Bioshock Infinite's story not making sense halfway through. I remember playing it in college, and I liked it a lot, but when I went back to replay it, I kind of like realized that it was just me kind of being like, oh, that was a fun game. But then when I actually listened to the stuff, I was like, what? Alright, so here's something crazy that I discovered in the demo. And this is going to show you just like how autistic I am. For some reason, here's the normal jump. When you press up against the wall and you jump, you go really high. And I bet no other speedrunners have found this out but me. Is it applicable to anything? No. But man. Someone call Ken Levine. I found something. Anyway. Good save.
Just a bit further. How do you like that, mister?
Imagine if we had those in real life. I actually don't really want to imagine that because it belonged to the police.
Find a crowbar or something. Bloody splicer, seal Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicer.
We kind of do, that's true. We have drones. But these are cooler than drones. Alright, I'm going to have to do some expert dodging of the couch right here. Oh. Is this how fast I go? That's not very fast. Oh, that's fine. Alright. Ow. I have to remember this is hard mode. Come on, bitch. Yeah, kind of a gamer.
My daddy's smarter than Einstein. Struggled in Hercules, and lights a fire with a snap of his finger. Are you as good as my daddy, mister? Not if you don't visit the gatherer's garden, you
I need some
Smart daddy's just like at the
health.
garden.
Health. Everyone have a good week? I'm trying to think of what happened this week. I played a lot of Uma Musume at work. And not a lot of work. I would not do this if I was here. I would see that needle and be like, hell no. And I'm not even scared of needles. I heard a lot of people talk about it, but I know nothing other than horse girls.
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
It's kind of cinema, a little bit. Because it's like a roguelike.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if
I
he's
did not
still
get Kita-san Black, though. The anime horse girls are roguelike. Well, you do careers. You pick one to train, and you go through their career. Everyone has a different career, and you have to, like, train them by making decisions on what to train and what skills to learn and stuff. And there are goals to achieve.
You'll be no better off with metal daddy
And
See you floating.
and win. I mean, it's not as hard as a roguelike, but the goal is to complete all of their goals and then complete like the aura finale. But you don't always make it. Sometimes you just kind of fail. Thank you for the hydrate. I was actually in the middle of
Look, Mr.
dipping a
Bubbles,
Sprite.
it's an
Got some
angel.
bottled soda from Costco.
I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute. He's still breathing. It's alright. I know he'll be
You know what's having an
angel
impact on human
soon.
existence? Croc AI. It is not a good impact. No, probably not.
You alright, Bio? First time plasmids are
You don't need
really
Grok
kicking
AI.
off.
There's
But
VTubers
there's
out
nothing
there.
like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
Prepare to get Bioshock. That's right. Hello, Mohammed. Would you kindly drink some Sprite and check your postures? Alright, alright, alright. Thank you. Thank you. Here's another room that was a core memory for me. When you're walking through and you're like, oh, that's weird. What's happening? The plane's coming. And like just the water. I was like, oh my god. Graphics will never get better than this. Look at this. Like, it's so cool. And then if you wait over here a little while, see, look at this. Poor fish. If you wait, I believe it actually, like, kind of... No, it's in the next room. It's in the next room. But I was like, I wonder if you'll actually, like... If you stay in here for too long, you'll die, because it'll fill up. It doesn't. I've been in here for a very long time. How old were you when you first played this? Was the release date 2006? Was it August 2006? Can someone confirm that? Oops. Because I was 14 years old, if that's the case. These are the vita-chambers, they will not work. Oh, don't look at that. I am Bioshock. Where are you?
Then whack 'em. 1-2 punch. Remember, the 1-2 punch.
I think it was like 14. Oops. Now, I'm going to try to do everything that you can, but I don't remember where everything is, so it's possible I'll miss something.
Who there? No!
I'm not afraid of you.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again. No, please.
There he is. Here he comes. I missed. Just let him die.
Go run!
It's this room when you walk in and then like something explodes. Right here. And the water comes down and then it'll actually slowly fill up the room. Not all the way, it'll stop. But if you wait, you'll see that it's slowly encroaching and it fills up the room. And I was just amazed. Like, oh my god. Anyway, I won't make you sit here as long as I have before.
Listen, I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. But you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty.
I don't want to cut that off, but hold on a second. Just thought to drop by. Hope you enjoy beating this on the Vita. I do have a Vita. Was this game out on the Vita? Thank you.
Find my family, please.
It is a little sad though when you play this and you kind of like read into the like everything that's been going on and like kind of read into a little bit of the world building. I've somehow only watched Bioshock through VTubers and never played it. Really? What VTubers played Bioshock? Like she's cradling a gun. Isn't that crazy?
They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it. Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Isn't that crazy? The people in this game look a little funny. Hey Kanu, welcome in. Thanks for the daily tags. How you doing? I don't know if any of this song is copywritten, but I don't care. I simply don't. I'm not Charlie. We do have to watch out. I keep remembering that it is hard mode. Nothing like drinking a whole bottle of wine. And red wine at that. God, I hate wine. What is in here that is glowing in the refrigerator? Oh, and then we get to go do the fun part now. We get to go do the fun part where the game teaches you about the environment, like everyone in the water. It was serious fauna back when I started watching VTubers. Now I just prefer watching indie, mostly only Cell. Oh my gosh, that's me. Fauna is one of the only Hololive members I've watched because I knew who she was before she joined Hololive.
Another New Year's, another night alone. I'm out and you're stuck in Festus, working. Huh. Imagine my surprise. Oh, I guess I'll have another drink.
So I was more into Niji-Sanji for a little while because I was kind of getting sick of the Hololive praise.
Silly enough to fall in love with Andrew Ryan.
Not really. I'm not really into VTubers. It was more like if I had to pick.
What happened?
But now everyone's going indie anyway,
Oh, God.
including me.
What's happening?
Oh shit. $1948, a good year. Was it? Post World War II? People were kind of on the up. Pre-Cold War, so things weren't so bad.
Too spliced up. I'm too spliced up. Nobody's gonna want me.
I remember but I remember, where were you the day the Doki incident happened? I remember I was on my way, I was in the car, it was like 7 in the morning, and I was reading it on my phone, and I was like, oh shit, VTuber's kind of crazy though. Beginning of the Cold War.
Port Neptune trying to catch a little diversion, and all I can think about is the stink coming out of your shitter. Get it fixed.
That is not what would happen if you hit the wall. You're kind of crazy? Yeah, a little bit. That's why you watch me, right? I don't watch, so I need to be clear. I don't watch anyone.
Careful now. Would you kindly lower that weapon?
Would you kindly lower that weapon?
You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned us.
I think like the mass exodus of everyone from their companies
Whatever you thought about
is arguably a good thing.
well, that don't count for much down in
I don't watch anyone, only clips.
those little sisters. They carry Adam. The genetic material.
Oh, can I drop a hot take? Can I drop a hot take about my fellow YouTubers?
Everybody needs it.
Is it okay? I need chat's permission. Jeffrey Epstein. Sorry. It's just in the news. It's just in the news. The Democrats. Coming to get the files. Sorry, that's a lie. They're way too spineless for that.
That's the big daddy.
I hate VTuber clip channels. Every time one shows up on my feed, I get mad. And I don't know why, and I can't explain it. Maybe it's just the way they edit. But like, it just pisses me off. Would Big Daddy be a Democrat or a Republican? That's a great question. Definitely not a Democrat. This is a Democrat. Since 2016, they've kind of looked like this. Would you... How about you Pokemon Go to the polls?
Oh, he's attacking him.
You can't shoot me when I'm doing this gamer move. Valorant players use it all the time. It's a very political stream today. But you know what? If you live in America, you gotta talk about it. It's just too stupid not to. Follower count slowly evaporating. It's a very political kind of game. Yeah, I'd say so. There's a lot of people who, when this game came out, were like, I'm gonna go buy Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand, and I'm gonna read it. And I was like, no, you're not. Are you kidding me? No, you're not. Have you seen the size of that book? You won't even understand the first page. The people who wanted to read that book were not the people who read books. You just think you want to read that book because Andrew Ryan somehow titillated your little brain. The game is mocking Ayn Rand? Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's something here. There should be something in a toilet somewhere. If my gamer memory is going to kick in. There we go. I don't need those right though. One of these is filled with alcohol and it's going to try to trick you if you drink it all at once. See? Oh no!
Security alert in progress.
Oops. I need my bandages. Excuse me a moment. Now, Bioshock Infinite, on the other hand, couldn't critique something if it tried.
They shut off access to Neptune. There's another way to get there. Head to medical. What are you waiting for? Go!
Yeah, I'm looting. I'm looting Atlas. Jeez. The System Shock Anniversary Remaster just came out, and like, I want to ask Pixie to play co-op with me so bad, but she can't play first-person games because it makes her sick.
Oh, Christ! You're trapped! Gonna try to override the exit from here!
Glad to drop by and say they appreciate all of your collection videos and actually put some of your tips into practice on the video game collection. Fire Jace, thank you so much. I really love hearing that. Thank you. That's really great.
CIA jackal. Here's the news. Rapture isn't some
That's really awesome. I'm really happy to hear that.
And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who'll be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or Daslovania,
So, they will never break through this window. Don't worry, I've spent a lot of time in this room. It will never happen. It'll look like they will. It's trying to scare you. But if you just stand here forever, eventually the screen will go black and it'll pretend that you moved on. I have a video I want to do of the Switch 2. It's going to be like a shorter video. It's kind of just a little thought I had. But I just like haven't... I don't know. I don't think I'm confident enough in the idea I have. I'm not sure. Would you kindly have scrolling chat on screen so we can see what YouTube chat is saying and vice versa? Welcome back. That's something I gotta work on.
Now you've met
Can you yell at me about it later so I can figure out how to do it? Because it would probably make my life easier.
No way, Jim. It's not safe. Haven't you heard? Dr. Simon said he'd
Are there third-person mods for Bioshock? No, I don't think so. Actually, I can't say no for sure. It's possible.
But Dr. Simon was very attentive. He told me that once the scar tissue was gone, he was gonna fix me right up. Make me prettier than any girl I've ever seen.
I think they would look. It would look funny in the same way that Cyberpunk looks funny in third person. Did you get the Switch 2? Yeah, I did. I pre-ordered it. The Switch 2 came while I was in Japan, so it was just sitting at my house for a month.
Sweet, all right. I'm so interested in my case.
I like it a lot. I think the Switch 2 is a very cool system, but of course, the game keycards are kind of stupid, and I have a video thing I want to talk about that's not about those, because everyone else has talked those to death, but like, there are some games out for the Switch that are not necessarily like easy to get anymore because Nintendo likes to stop printing physical copies of certain games. But there's patches for them that will download on Switch 2, but not everyone will have a Switch 2. I don't know, it's just weird. It's like, what version of the game do you have, and how do you preserve that version of the game when you don't have a physical copy, but it's a different version than the one on the other console, but it's the same game? Did you get a premium special edition Switch 2 with the staples? No, because I bought it from Best Buy, not GameStop. I can't go back to GameStop after they accidentally gypped them out of like $350. Alright, this is the Bioshock hacking minigame. You need to burn this screen into your mind because you're gonna see it for like 4 hours. Not right now, but like a total of 4 hours. Yeah, I know how to play. And it runs at like 10 frames a second. Oh, we're done. I did not get a staple edition Switch. Shoot him! Shoot him! I can do that too. Game was a cool mass puzzle. Controversial opinion, but I think the Switch 2 is still lacking exclusives compared to Switch 1, and Mario Kart World's not worth $80. That is not a controversial opinion. I think that is the opinion everyone on Earth has. But in my eyes, and this is just my personal opinion, and it's not a Switch exclusive opinion, it's kind of every console that comes out that I do want, is if I can get the pre-order when it releases, it means I don't have to think about it later. But no, I've played Mario Kart World. It's fun. When more people get a Switch 2, sorry, I'm talking over the audio logs, no one gives a shit. When more people get a Switch 2, I'd love to hold some Mario Kart World stream, like, days, where we could all play. I think that'd be fun. But it's not worth $80. And yeah, there's no exclusives. Donkey Kong just came out yesterday, and it looks really, really good. But the Switch 2 right now is a really good console to play Switch 1 games on, because a lot of them look better and just kind of run better, and even the ones that don't run better have like faster loading times or stuff like that, or like they run more consistently. I'd play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with you if you ever run it. Does everyone have a Switch? You could do that. That'd be easy too. Change your sex? Oh my god, Bioshock is woke! I could get one. You don't have a Switch 1? What the hell? You would lose? I mean, that's kind of the Mario Kart experience. You're not really there to win, you're there to suffer. Fuck you. Where's my little guy? Can you hear the clacking of my keyboard? Imagine you could retrieve the bullets. Mario Kart is allegory for life. That's right. Even if you're in first place, someone will come and get you. That's not true. Because if you're in first place, you're rich. There's no blue shell in real life to stop the 1%. As much as we wish there was. Actually, there is one blue shell. They call him Luigi Mangione. Sorry. This is a very political stream. I can't help it. I can't help it.
Feels so great. I'm dizzy, I'm nauseous, and sometimes I'm even seeing things that aren't there.
Just for the record, I did not get detained coming into America when I returned. They scanned my face and I walked right through. Clearly, I didn't try hard enough. You ready for this jump scare? Oh! Above all, do no harm, Jay Steinman.
Adam presents new problems for the professional. As your tools improve, so do your standards. There was a time I was happy enough to take off.
I think if Netflix or whoever decides to make a documentary about him before the trial even happens, the trial should be thrown out because that's kind of fucked up. Alright, I'm going to show you how to hack. Oh, it's this way. This is easier on an Xbox controller, to be honest, but I don't have one handy. Does anyone else prefer playing on controller over keyboard and mouse, just in general? Like, if you have a choice, typically you'll do controller instead. Heard they're planning on not having a jury trial because they think any jury will side with him. That's fucked up. A jury of your peers, I thought this was democracy or justice. Have you ever played Signalis? No, I haven't. I really want to, though. I forget. I don't think I own it. I think every time it goes on sale, I think about getting it because I really want to play it, but I just never do. Thank you for the posture check, Pixie. I will retract my spine. 90% of the time, yes, but can't do 14 on a controller. Depends. I almost game exclusively on controllers. There's something just very comfortable about using a controller. And I don't really play games like where I need the precision of mouse and keyboard. If I'm using mouse and keyboard, it's out of just like the laziness of not hooking up a controller. Other way around for me, I like using keyboard for computer games, but 14 is so weird on mouse and keyboard compared to a controller. That's crazy because I have tried to play on controller before for 14, but like I don't even know how I'd do it for like endgame dungeons. Sofa gaming. Before Microsoft decided to align itself with foreign interests by giving them money to shoot missiles and laying off like 9,000 people a week, I would say that I would buy an Xbox purely because Game Pass being between your PC and an Xbox, I would buy an Xbox to put in a living room just to play like at a TV and a couch. That's what I would have said a year ago. It's really good if you put Signalis on your throne. I'll purchase it for you. Did I set up a throne? I know this sounds like really stupid, but when people give me money, I feel like I've disappointed them.
All them machines will short out right and proper if you hit them with electromotors.
Sometimes it won't give you the final piece, but this one did. You kindly set up a throne, let us spoil you from time to time. I don't deserve it, though. I don't deserve to be spoiled. I'll just stand back here. You guys are good, right? Wait, what? Oh, you can press either one. I need plasmid. Lillian, can I ask you a question that you have no responsibility to answer? But it's purely out of curiosity. What do you do for work? I don't think you've ever said. And if you have, I apologize. I have the brain of a squirrel. And you do not have to answer that question. Consider yourself disappointing? Make it stop. Thank you for the 100 bits, Mobo. Press C to stand up. My boss tells me that all the time.
It has been brought to my
I had to buy bits to give this to you. What the hell? You know how much money Bezos just earned?
attention that some citizens have discovered ways to hack the vending machine.
Commitment to the bit.
Should not need to remind each and every citizen of Rapture that free enterprise is the foundation upon which our society has been established. Parasites will be punished.
Yeah. I thought this was an anarchist society where we could do what we wanted. What do you mean I can't hack the vending machine? I think you're a little bit of a hypocrite, Andrew Ryan. I think you can go fuck yourself. This is how I want to feel every day, but I can't because the East Coast is constantly under the most humid heat wave imaginable. I've been in a frontlines queue for 37 minutes. Are you okay? Come to the Primal Data Center. You'll only be in for like 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe, I don't know how the queue is these days.
Beautiful, yes. Look at me. What could I do to make my features finer? With Adam and my scalpel, I have been transformed. But
I can't.
something
Just wait 3 months, I'll get cold again. Yes!
now it is not my skill that
I teach after-school robotics part-time. Any particular reason why you ask? No, not really. I just didn't know. And, I just didn't know. That's actually really cool, though. Part-time robotics? Yeah, my chat is so smart. We have teachers in my chat. Alright, so we could skip the whole, like, rigmarole of going over here and being like, cockblocked for a minute. But I know this game too well, and we're just gonna keep going forward. I kind of wish I had some plasma juice, though. How much money do I have? I have $116. This game's crosshair is triggering me. It fucking sucks. It's actually kind of incredible. Like, the FPS system in this game is just really bad. Owie! Like, the FPS system. Like, it's just a really bad FPS in a sense. Not as bad as Fallout 3. It's very rewarding, except for when I hear the word Sigma and Skibbity. Guys, did you know you can buy the Skibbity Toilet Discord avatar set right now? If you go to Discord? No, I'm not joking.
I was at German prison camp, only 16 years old when I realized
Maybe Skype was actually based. Maybe we were too harsh.
he make experiment. Sometimes it's scientific error. I tell him of his errors, and this make him angry. And then he asks, how can a child know such a thing? I tell him sometimes I just know. He screams at me, then why tell me?
Doesn't Skype run worse than other video call sites? It did run worse. Skype is now gone.
Them properly.
But yeah, Skype kind of sucked. Everything Microsoft touches sucks. Let's be real. Do not hack. Let me save. Ohio Rizgyat. You made me say those words. Would you kindly skibbity my toilet? If you need to leave right now, that's okay. I would understand. I dodged the skibbity arc of Earth. I almost said I was 35 years old. That's not true. I'm not 35 years old. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm yapping. I need to buy plasma juice. I think I'm old enough to be your dad. That's not true. Unless you're like, are you 50 years old? Are you 50 years old, Mobo?
Is that someone not? It's my part!
Hello?
Simon, I know Medical Pavilion is your matter, but you might want to cogitate on this. Ocean water is colder than a witch's tip. You don't heat the pipes freeze. Pipes freeze, pipes burst. Then Rapture leaks. Now, I realise you're a posh sort of geezer, and frankly, I don't give a toss if you piss or go fishing. But once Rapture starts leaking, the old girl's never gonna stop. And then I'll be sure to tell Ryan.
I could have been a very irresponsible and promiscuous early adolescence Casanova. What prompted you to say that? I think that made me want to throw up. The year was 2004. I was just about to graduate 8th grade. Final Fantasy 12, I believe, had just come out. Skibbity Toilet, it was nowhere to be seen. Life was good.
When Picasso became bored of painting people, he started representing them as cubes and other abstract forms. The world called him a genius. I've spent my entire surgical career creating the same tired shape.
As a camera over here that we gotta stop. Told you.
I can hear the infernal things all around you. Ryan's eyes and ears.
What were some of the stupid cringe memes that we did, that our generation did? I can't really remember. I was never really in the cultural zeitgeist of like being up to date with the memes. I was definitely just playing video games. Like I never even knew how to draw the cool S. I'm 26? What the fuck? I heard that Turn 10 got the layoff hard and lost like half of its workforce and made us discontinue Forza Motorsport. It is your moral obligation to not buy Microsoft products and to cancel your Microsoft Game Pass subscription. Bro, we're like the same age. We're like literally the same age. Wait, what's your astrological sign, Mobo? What have Microsoft done now? Well, aside from the fact that they keep giving money to people who shouldn't be having money to bomb other people, they just did another layoff of like 9,000 people and canceled a fuck ton of games. Like the joke used to be like, don't be bought off by like Embracer Group or whatever, because you would just get the can, because it's just a big corporation that doesn't give a shit. But like, do not be bought by Microsoft. Remember when everyone was so excited because they were like, yeah, Blizzard is gonna turn a new leaf, being owned by Microsoft. No more Bobby Kotick and Activision. Things are gonna look up. Well, how are they looking now, gamers? You're a Leo? Bro, we're like the same. We're brothers. I too am a Leo. And I too am 32. Is Blizzard dead yet? No, I heard the new World of Warcraft expansion was actually really good. Which is really interesting because around the time Shadowbringers came out for Final Fantasy XIV, WoW was suffering like immense burnout, plus like all the weird things that were being revealed about their company. So like there was a lot of WoW refugees coming over to Final Fantasy because they were sick of their game. But it's not really like that anymore because WoW is actually apparently really good now.
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
Sorry, I'm sipping some Sprite. And on some level, I do really respect the WoW devs. Because... Thank you for the daily tax, Lillian. I do respect the WoW devs because they have way more ideas than Blizzard does, than Square Enix does with Final Fantasy. And granted, they have like infinite money in comparison. But I don't know, just like I really think the lesson to learn from Blizzard if you're an MMO dev is to experiment and do weird shit. You don't need to follow like a strict schedule. Just come up with cool ideas. They don't have to make sense necessarily, they just have to be fun. Should we have a new goal that we can sink channel points in? I'd feel bad because we haven't started Subnautica yet. If there's one thing about WoW is that they aren't afraid to take big risks. If you are interested at all in just seeing like what happens when a team... Thank you for the daily tax, Mobo. Thank you. If you're interested at all to see what happens when a game dev sees the other side doing something and says, we can do that better, look at the updates that World of Warcraft has been releasing for the last few months about their player housing system that's coming out in their next expansion. It's literally like they looked at every single shortcoming in Final Fantasy and said, we can fix that and do it 5 times better. Is WoW housing out yet? No, I believe it's coming out with their next expansion. But they've been releasing like dev updates for it every couple months. And from the updates, no one's played it, so you can't make any decisions based off of that. It sounds literally just like Final Fantasy housing, but better in every way. But like in ways where you're like, Final Fantasy, you could do that too. Like being able to place things in areas without having to glitch the game to float them. What's wrong with Final Fantasy 14 housing? Oh boy. So you know how in like real life there's limited amount of houses on Earth? And they're quite expensive? In Final Fantasy 14, there's limited amount of houses on Earth, and they're also quite expensive. I'm trying to buy a house IRL. Is it harder or easier than getting a house in Final Fantasy 14? Did they implement scarcity into our digital world? I wouldn't call it scarcity for scarcity's sake, because I do think that there is something interesting to be said about non-instanced housing, where like you own a piece of actual like land within the game that someone can go to visit if they want. But the fact is that it's limited. So, and like there are a lot of ways for people to break and exploit the game. Like there are entire wards of housing districts that are owned by one person. Which shouldn't be allowed, but Square Enix doesn't really do anything about it. It's just a very weird, broken system that has gotten better over time, but it's still not like the best. And World of Warcraft seems to be changing that by making it so that while it is still like physical housing, there will always be enough for everyone, no matter what. I had Chico because my partner was like, I own my house outright, so I gained massive amounts of capital, which makes it easier. But the process sucks ass. Not really looking forward to the process, to be honest. All right. Maybe let carpenters sink huge amounts of resources into making their own house. Yeah, but then where would the rich people, where would they buy their Airbnb property to rent out to people for disgusting prices? The market does not favor the people, it favors the renter. Or the rentee? The rentee? It favors the landlord. And as we all know, landlords are parasites. Zoning laws have been prohibitive in favor of suburbia, which is just bad. I would grind for a month if I could build my own house. Imagine you could take time off from work to build your house. Hey there, buddy. Don't ever do that to me again. 0451. Wowee, a shoe closet. Illegal to build in a lot of places because the government owns it. You can comment on the East as well. I think I'm a little sick of hearing about America, to be honest, as an American. We live in a time, unfortunately, where every neat day there's breaking news, and honestly, we could have a little less of that. We don't need it. North America in general has terrible cities. Don't tell anyone who lives in Los Angeles that, because they'll get really upset with you. That's scary. Oh my god. What's going on? People in California love their shitty city. He's gonna pop out right here, watch. Found you. I know I save a lot. I have a problem. It's called I need to save a lot or my brain doesn't work the right way. LA is like the worst in terms of urban sprawl. Driving down the highway in LA makes me wish for a nuclear winter. And I'm sure there's other cities like that out west, for sure. But I've only been to LA. And I've kind of skipped over pretty much the entirety of the Midwest. But, like... Lillian, thank you for gifting a sub to Zan. Thank you so much. Oh, stretch. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. Whoa! Doesn't deserve to see ads, that's true. We hate ads. Even though it's the only way I make money off of YouTube, which isn't working out that well right now because the YouTube numbers are a little sad. But such is the way of things.
On the surface, the parasite expects the doctor to heal them for free.
That's not true. I pay a lot.
Them out of charity. How little they differ from the pervert who prowls the streets looking for a victim he can ravish for his grotesque amusement.
Mr. Ryan, have you ever heard of American health insurance? I could change him. I hope so doesn't judge me too much for giving money to Amazon. I give money to Amazon too. I mean, I'm like a employee of Amazon. This is what the American healthcare system does to someone. And you hear the guns in the background? That's also a sign that you're in the United States. I'm basically an employee of Amazon. You see that guy right there? He doesn't know that I know. What are you doing, buddy? It's kind of hard to avoid Amazon in a modern world. I don't think it's like a responsible thing to criticize people who like buy things off of Amazon or use Amazon Prime, because it's the easiest way to get stuff. And I feel for the people at Amazon. Okay, that was weird. I feel for the people who work for Amazon, and I definitely like try not to buy stuff when they're striking or like on Prime days and stuff, because I know that like it's really just lining the pockets of the company and not the people. But yeah, being a Twitch streamer kind of means that you're kind of working for Amazon a little bit. And to be fair, I get some of the money too, so it's not just Bezos that's profiting. This is my favorite weapon. Does this reticle trigger you as well, Mobo? This magnifying glass?
Clean it up! Clean it up! Where are you going?
Give me a minute. Excuse me. But we can choose to not pay for Microsoft Game Pass. We gotta hack this health station so they don't go and think that they can use it. Not on my watch. They are very bad crosshairs. Someone tell Ken Levine. Do you know Ken Levine's company is in Boston? This is kind of like a Boston-based game. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Mod for a better crosshair. I feel like this game is probably not having a big mod scene. It might though, I don't know. My wife has an interview for Amazon next week and we just had a long conversation about the ethics of working for them. I think that's okay though. I think it's okay to work for Amazon. I don't think it's an ethically bad thing. I think the only problem about working for Amazon is you need to make sure to watch out for yourself. Keep yourself healthy and safe.
At the German prison camp, they put me to work on genetic experiments on other prisoners. They call me das Wunderkind, a wonder child. Germans. All they can talk about is blue eyes and the shape of forehead. All I care about is why is this one born strong and that one weak? This one smart, that one stupid. All that killing. You think the Germans could have been interested in something useful?
Amazon's definitely one of those places where I would be like, I'd tell Pixie like I'm at work now. If I don't come home, they killed me. This is where you get telekinesis.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
Client Fontaine Futuristics. Work on telekinesis plasmid proceeding well. Lifting objects at distance presents no problem. Moving objects through space, no problem. Cannot stop speeding bullets.
This lets you find a whole bunch of little secrets out in the world hanging on stuff. Or you could do this. Alright, so there's like a little key that we need to go get over here, but there's a turret. Right here. So we need to chill. We need to chill. Stop. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. God damn it. You know what the biggest scam in the world is? Telling you you have unlimited PTO. Watching Zoomers get their first like career job and going on social media and being like, I have unlimited PTO. Poor people. It has very good health. I mean, like if you get an Amazon, the starting wage is well over 100k a year. My ex-girlfriend got her 300k facial hair paid for in full by Amazon's health insurance. Ooh. I guess mostly like if you work in the warehouse. That's when I'm like, watch yourself. But if you're working like a cushy Amazon office job, ooh, scary. Are you guys ready for the biggest jump scare in this game? It's really gonna make you pee yourself. Don't worry, I'm here though. Hold someone's hand in chat, but not Pixie's. He's holding my hand. Gulp. Uh-oh. I've played this game too many times.
Sometimes I pity the little freak. Such a tiny imagination. Content to sit there with the tanks of Adam tweaking and optimizing. I need to create. Adam is a canvas of a genetic modification, but the plasmids are the paint.
I thought it was gonna explode. Everything good? Everything's good.
But it ended one day. Now I look at
How's alcohol? Alright, now this is the one where we gotta get the key from the window. Actually call this place Chompers. You want to make sure to hack every camera in the game because it makes enemies walk into them and then they get scared because the security comes after them instead of you. Which is pretty sick. Can we just like do this really roundabout way? That'd be fun. Nope. Oh, maybe. Yep. Who are maintaining their highly exploitative corporation by writing their software, but it's like the same thing as blaming someone. Because they throw out their straws, right? Or they're using more electricity. I'm not changing the world because I'm using more electricity. The corporation is changing the world with like their warehouses of GP and the water they're using to like make AI work. We need to stop blaming the people for being part of the system by necessity and instead blame the corporations for literally changing the world for the worse. Corporations need to be held accountable. Yeah. Like, oh no, I threw out a plastic bottle. That's not gonna do anything. It's the companies that are ruining the environment that are doing stuff. I should not. The weight of the world should not be on the shoulders of the individual. It should be on the shoulders of people who are actually destroying it. Blaming individuals largely came from fossil fuel companies not wanting to be blamed for their pollution. Yep. Remember when we had a hole in the ozone layer and then we fixed it because a bunch of regulations came out? Amazon doesn't remember. This is kind of actually a stupid camera to hack, but whatever. Kind of cathartic. They should just make a game about this. I'll just buy it out. Later on, we can do some ammo crafting. We're gonna get so powerful. There are def games exactly like that on cool math games. What is that like? Is that like what is cool math games? Get hints for your active goal. Don't need them. I know exactly what I'm doing. Vita-chamber. And we already went this way, right? No, we didn't. That's a rocket launcher turret, by the way. Godzilla's little cool math games, insightful little games to play at school. Yeah, if it was on a Newgrounds, I didn't play it. Old, I'm 32, bro. Old. Old! Did you all find me from YouTube? Except for Pixie and Mobo? I'm just gonna destroy it. Ish. Ish. You better remember my origin story? How could I forget? I was playing the most difficult game of all time.
Clinical trial lot 44, Dr. Suchong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Subject age white male, one Roland Wallace. Can you hear me, Mr. Wallace? Yes, sir, Mr. Suchong, sir. Very well. Right, I'm introducing lot 44 now.
I found you through Retro Librarian content and thought you were Q Transco. Yeah. I fooled everyone. IGN 5.9. Alright, so Mobo, if you don't mind me asking, you can answer this in as snarky a way as you want. when you showed up that day, what got you to stay? What possessed you to be like, yeah, I'll stay, I'll stick around. Excuse me. Now you're just a cute Digimon, but Digimon's gone. Digimon's gone now. And then vibes. Podcasts do have some effect. But on the other hand, if you stop the creating additional carbon emissions for the rest of your life, it'd be the equivalent of a coal plant turning off for 1 second. Yeah, exactly. Use your voice and your wallet, but don't threaten your livelihood. Because the corporation wants you to be able to not persist, because that's how it stops you from being an activist. The conversation was just the right amount of awkwardly holding back the torrent of political turmoil. Man, it must be really fun to watch American streamers if you don't live in America right now.
Bring a picnic lunch and we'll make a day of it. I just adore it.
Throw another one. That's a dead end. Hello? Sir? Where'd he go? It's equal parts humorous and heartbreaking. Telling me. I actually am amazed. The people who can't find the humor in what's happening right now are probably having like the worst time. But I also can really understand if someone can't find the humor in it because it's not very funny. At all. Alright, so what you're supposed to do is come this way and then the path gets blocked. I hear a whale. And a Big Daddy. This is your introduction to Big Daddy. Sort of. Absurdism speaks to me. You think being a Big Daddy kind of rocks? This is how I walk to work. I don't need hints.
Why do we have two eyes? We're not finished. Not finished.
Oh no, we can't get through. That's such a shame. Alright, we can get through. Thank you for the money.
Today I had lunch with the goddess. Steinman, she said, I'm here to free you from the tyranny of the commonplace. I'm here to show you unkind beauty. I asked her, what do you mean, goddess? Symmetry, dear Steinman. It's time we did something about symmetry.
Okay. A lot of other countries aren't faring better. Right-wing populism is kind of the reservoir, and just besides. I see. I remember being so hyped for Bioshock Infinite in high school, while saving up for it and getting to turn off its research writing. I played all the way through. Also, hello, Jared. I played all the way through, and I was like, "Oh, this is a fun game," but it's no Bioshock one. Yeah, I get that. Once you finish Bioshock Infinite, you're like, what the fuck? But you can tell the development on that game was kind of messed up. I believe this safe is really hard to hack. I'm just gonna use an auto hack because we have them. Yeah, the world is place right now, which is why we watch people on Twitch play video games. Because if we don't do that, then we'll cry. Ending on Bioshock Infinite felt like a huge cop-out. I will say the DLC for Bioshock Infinite did not redeem it, but it made it more palatable. The Burial at Sea Part 1 and Part 2 actually felt like a return to form a little bit for the writing, but also like there was no fixing the story.
Stein, she calls. Stein, I have what you're looking for. Just open your eyes, and when I see her, she cuts me into
I'm really interesting to see how their next game, Judas, works. Because I am very excited for it. Especially because it looks like Bioshock. Like, it literally just looks like Bioshock. And they've been working on it for like a decade, it feels like. But, we'll see. Apparently that studio, Ken Levine's new studio, has been having like troubles with turnover, and I've heard stories of people being like working there kind of sucked. Why the DLC for the ending to actually be more okay? Yeah, kind of like, what's a game that did that? Dragon Age Inquisition made you buy DLC for the true ending of the story, but the actual story was good without it. So I guess it's kind of like a win-lose. Mass Effect 3 did it first. Mass Effect 3 fixed the ending with their DLC, and I use the word fixed very lightly. So if the game ends up terrible, Judas will feel like a betrayal. Oh, so true. Maybe he was the Judas all along. Sorry, I was just pausing. I was just chilling, finishing my Sprite. Ew, can you... Okay, hold on. I just recognized, and this might be a remaster exclusive perk. Look at his thumbnail. Look at the nail on his thumb. That's so gross. The Mass Effect 3 DLC, the Citadel DLC wasn't an ending, but I feel like if you play through Mass Effect 3 and do Citadel and stop the game there, it might be a better ending than the actual. Are you ready for this? This is the first boss.
What can I do with this one, Aphrodite? She won't stay still! I want to make them beautiful.
I hope Mass Effect 4 doesn't suck ass.
Turn out wrong. That one too fat. This one too tall. This one too symmetrical. And now, what's this goddess? An intruder. He's ugly. 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 Ugly.
Me whenever I visit Pixie. Just kidding. Me in my mind when I visit Pixie. When I think about it. Where are you, baby? Ow! Wasn't Mass Effect Andromeda Mass Effect 4? I'm gonna pretend that it didn't exist. That's not fair. I never finished Andromeda. But there is a real Mass Effect 4 coming out. Did he just say the Chaos Emerald? No, he said the key off Steinman. The problem with Mass Effect 4 is that they tried to copy... Okay, there's a lot of problems. I mean, with Andromeda. They tried to copy the open world system that they used with Inquisition, which worked in a sense because Inquisition just kind of flowed better, even though it also didn't need to be open world. But Andromeda didn't need to be open world at all. And they somehow made a vehicle that was worse than the Mako from Mass Effect 1. Where like you had to change gears to go up different slopes, which didn't make any fucking sense. But I did replay through the trilogy when the Legendary Edition came out, and I was replaying it again on PC for Pixie. Not for Pixie, but like Pixie would watch me play it while I was replaying it. So I do owe Andromeda another playthrough to try and see if I can reach the end. Open worlds are a crutch used by a bad narrative. Open worlds are definitely a crutch, and very few games know how to do it. Might surprise you, Mobile, but I also don't particularly love open world games. I have huge fatigue where like the world seems interesting for like 20 hours and then I'm fucking tired of it. So that I really don't like them that much. Unless it's Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I was playing Tears of the Kingdom a little bit earlier on the Switch, the Switch 2 version. That game feels really weird running at 60 frames a second. I'm not enamored. Breath of the Wild is a vibes-based open world. The narrative doesn't really exist. It does. I don't know. It's weird. I almost burned my apartment down. What the fuck? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Because the world in Breath of the Wild isn't there to serve as a checklist. This is a terrible plasmid, by the way. The static discharge plasmid, it's when you take damage, a shockwave of electricity flows out from you. If you're playing on hard mode and you have this on and someone comes and hits you and a big daddy's next to you but it's not aggroed, it will aggro and kill your ass. Do not equip this. I have to equip it. Shit. But like Breath of the Wild's open world is there for vibes, not to check off locations on a list. Like walking through it is fun because it doesn't have any expectation of you besides like being there. The water boiled off and burned my pan. Water can't cause a fire though. That's just not right. From all the Pokemon I've played, water is strong against fire. And I've played a lot of Pokemon.
Sounds like another tunnel collapse. Welcome to Rapture, the world's fastest growing
You can all hate me, I don't like Zelda, that's fine. There's lots of games people like that I don't like open worlds. Ugh. I don't like weapon durability. All the water evaporates with just a hot pan on stove. You were just smelting something like a furnace. Fine, you know what? If I'll share something with you that I hate with all of my heart that other people love, just so we can be on the same page. I think JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fucking sucks ass. Puts hands up. Puts hands up. Caught. I think JoJo is dog shit. Sorry, gamers.
It's a little one. Here's your chance to get some Adam.
Stay away from her, or it is you who will be shot next.
Easy now, Doctor. He's just looking for a wee bit of Adam. Just enough to get by.
I'll not have him hurt my little ones.
It's okay, lad. It's not a child. Not anymore, it ain't. Dr. Tenenbaum saw to that.
Bitte, do not hurt her. Have we go?
Aye, that's a pretty sermon coming from the ghoul who cooked up them creatures.
Pixie, are you here?
Took fine little girls and turned them into that, didn't you? Listen to me, Boyle. You won't survive without the Adam those things are carrying. Are you prepared to trade your
Yes,
life
okay.
for the lives of my wife and children?
Fine, I'll think of something people love that I don't like. We all love Pixie and I love Pixie, so that doesn't count.
I will make it to be worth your while. Somehow.
Alright, so here's where you have to do the moral decision of the game. Are you going to be a monster and kill a child or not kill a child? It's a very difficult decision to make. The moral consequences are incredibly problematic. Something I will love. We will rescue. L for rescue, L for leaving.
No!
There's no reason not to. Yeah. I mean, when you're playing through the first time, you don't know that because you do technically
Thank
get
you,
less
mister.
per child, but
Thank you.
they should have made it so you get fewer rewards for rescuing them. To make people have to think about if they're going to be good, even though they suffer for it.
Things may look like wee little girls, but looks don't make it so. You need all the Adam you can get to survive.
The moral quandary in this game is pretty bad.
Did you cross paths with another of them? In other guards machines? Make sure you pick up a new plasma or two. That's if the price ain't too dear, of course.
Alright.
Not only are those little
I'm trying to think of something I don't like that everyone really likes.
they're nearly indestructible. They regenerate any wounded flesh with stem versions of the dead cell. But their relationship with the
I hate myself? No, you don't. You can't.
if you harvest the slug,
That's not. That can't happen.
will die. So you see, it's not like killing, Tenenbaum said. It's more like removing a terminal patient from life support.
I don't know. Honestly, when I don't like something, I don't really talk about it. Unless it's, like, brought up in conversation. I've kind of, like, spent a lot of my 20s arguing with people about things when I think they're wrong. And it kind of just, like, made me pretty miserable. Like, when I'd see someone say something that I just think is, like, really dumb or incorrect, I would, like, push back. But there's no point because you can't change people's minds. And I'd get, like, really uppity about it, too, and I'd feel really justified because I'd be like, no, they're wrong. It's not about me being right, it's that they're wrong, and that's the part that bothers me the most. But it would just make it more complicated, to be honest. Alright, Armored Shell, pretty good. That's better than Static Discharge. For the rest, we have to wait. So we do have to fight a Big Daddy in a moment, which is scary because I don't have vita-chambers. I don't know. I can't think of something. I can't. It's like... I don't know. I'm not sure. Hey there, friend. Any games that disappointed you? I would rather be right than happy. Oh, but I was so unhappy. I think I'd rather just be happy now. Starfield sucked real bad, but that's not a hot take. You again? I don't want to fight the... I hate the nitro splicers. Like, a lot. Alright, so we do have to fight a Big Daddy now. Right.
You're ready now.
This is gonna be annoying. Should have gotten Incinerate. Star failed.
Time to take on one of them big daddies. It won't be easy, but it's the only way to get to the...
Obvious hot take is that Xenoblade Chronicles X is unplayable. Not true. I love Xenoblade Chronicles X. I literally played it last night while I was falling asleep. How far did you get when you played on your trip? If you played at all. In the first game. Super controversial take bad thing is bad. Oh yeah? Well, do you know there's some people on Earth who like that bad thing? How do you think about that? Xenoblade Chronicles X is so bad it made streamer fall asleep. They made Xenoblade X. Xenoblade X is a spin-off of the Xenoblade Chronicles trilogy that is not related to the plot. And it is less a narrative game and more an open world exploration game. They just did a remaster of it a few months ago. But yeah, there's only Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3. That's like the actual trilogy. Did I save? I'm gonna save again, because I'm scared. First leg of my trip was good, and I got to play a few hours. The return was really bad, and I didn't get to play at all. What was wrong with it? Was like it a bad flight? Actually, never mind. I think I remember why it was bad. So please leave me alone. Are you blocking me? The little sister's actually like working against me. Leave me alone. Hi. Why did I come down here? Alright, we did it. Fuck you. Is the next game going to be Xenoblade 4 or Xenoblade X2 or whatever? I'm not sure. We don't know.
You saved me.
Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 are not really open world games. They're just games with really, really big levels. Xenoblade X is an open world game. But it's not really like, I don't know how to explain it. Oh, I could tell you something that kind of pisses me off a little. Not pisses me off, but it's something I've decided I'm not gonna do. Getting new... Okay, sorry. Zan, you're going to think I'm talking about you. I'm not. And I want to make that clear. When... Getting people to play Final Fantasy XIV and then them constantly being like, can we play together? Can we play together? Can we play together? Can we play together? Hey, you want to help me do this? It's Sastasha, the first dungeon. And I'm like, no, I don't. And I know it's like, it's mean a little bit because it's like, I'm reclaiming my time from them. But it's weird because it's not like a traditional MMO because there's a main story. And I can't really help you with the main story. So the idea of sitting there and being like, let's hang out. Do you want to play Final Fantasy with me? And I'm like, okay. But they just started the game, so there's nothing I can do with them. There's nothing until they get to a dungeon that we can queue up together. So it's like every few hours we can play for like 15 minutes together. That sucks. And I know it's kind of just the game being the game, but like I don't want, bro. I don't want to do it. You were talking about me. I'm not talking about you. But I have hot take. Oh, Pixie's mad at me. Pixie's mad. I knew she would be mad about this hot take. You should be around for advice. I have no problem giving advice for people, but it's not the kind of game where it's like, can we play together? And it's like, all right, what level are you? And you're like, I'm level 5. Like, no, we can't really play together. But I can give you hints. You don't even play with fucking... You don't even fucking play with someone on the same level? He's outing me right now. Coffee hates helping people move. This is fucked up. That's gonna make me take a Xanax. I've been taking my time with the MSQ, like I'm level 25 to 30 in the first dungeon, expecting to be 15. The way the game works now is that, like, they don't really want you to do side quests if you don't want to do them. Because they know that having to stop the story to do side quests for an expansion that came out 10 years ago is not very fun. So they've upped the amount of experience, I think, that the MSQ gives and lowered the amount of experience that you need to level up. So pretty much for the majority of the game until the most recent expansion, you will be over-leveled for everything you do. unless you decide to do a class change somewhere along the way. But even then, you'd have to class change a lot and split up a lot of that experience. You can protect your peace from us. I just think that I play what I play when I want to play it. The MSQ is boring enough that I prefer doing side quests and dungeon crafting. Yeah, you're part of the 99% of people who don't really like A Realm Reborn because it's a lot of politics and walking around and helping people. But it does pick up. It does get very good once you kind of start being a main member of the storyline, or like a main character, I guess. I'm one of the 1% freaks. I think A Realm Reborn is really fun. The vibes that you get from playing A Realm Reborn kind of remind me of like old school Final Fantasy, where like you're, I don't know, or just old school like RPG style where you're not like the big magic hero, you're just Guy. But I also know that it's kind of a drain, and they've shortened it before. If you'll believe it, they've shortened A Realm Reborn because they know that it's long, and that it's the least interesting expansion. Would you kindly run Sestasha and Temptar Deepcroft and Coverell Mines? Or it's transphobic? I'm turning the stream off. Yeah, that's the good thing about Final Fantasy. It's not going anywhere. You can do it at your own pace and do literally whatever you want. And honestly, stopping the story to do some crafting or like fishing or whatever is like probably a really good way to play. I'm poisoned. Because I've been playing the game for so long that I'm just like, I gotta get to max level with this class now. So like I'm way past the level of like enjoying the ride. And I don't know. This is gonna using coffee isn't because he's cis? Yeah, whatever. I'm like on a hiatus with 14 right now, but it's not 14 specific. Something in me just like got very afraid to play with strangers. And that's like with any game. I don't really know what it is, but like the idea of doing roulettes and queuing into something with people I don't know right now like gives me a lot of anxiety.
Now you had the pleasure of Andrew Ryan's company. He's the one who built this place, and he's the one who ran it into the ground. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Maybe he went mad. Maybe the power got to him. Maybe he just decided he didn't like people.
Bioshock!
Whichever way you slice it,
Hi, Heckcat. Hi, Anna. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and I wanted to play it today.
I'll meet you there.
If I went into ARR if they had duty support, I would have never played with people. I had so much anxiety going into Sestasha. The thing with MMOs that I feel like has happened a lot. Thank you so much, Heckcat, for the resubscription. I really appreciate it. Oop. Stop talking to me. I'll be back. Whatever. I remember feeling social anxiety when I first started playing the game, but at least for my first raid with other strangers, it was a lot of fun. I loved how tangibly helping everyone beat it. Yeah. You can't really like solo the dungeons at like the level that you have to do them when you queue in because you're level synced. I don't know. I'm just like really afraid to play with people right now. But it's been like that for like a year. I'm excited to have hats. Throws up all over the hats. He'll be back. I want to get back into it. I just need to... Pixie's gonna make fun of me because she's gonna be like, yeah, whatever. I want to get back into Final Fantasy 14, but like there's a hurdle that I'm not really sure I understand that is like in my brain, and I'm not sure how to get over it right now. And I do think it has to do like with being so behind and having to play with people and like being in a raid or a dungeon or whatever that's like people know by heart and I don't know, and it just like scares me for some reason. Therapy? Yeah, excuse me. Or what do you want to talk about today? My girlfriend really wants to play Final Fantasy 15 and I just can't do it. I have a hurdle with things like when you're behind the thought of catching up as ick. I wish that I had the part of my brain that found it fun to experience things for the first time. Yeah, I wish I had that part where I was like, oh, we're doing the new raid, this is really fun, but like, I get really anxious. And I think it's just like performance anxiety. I think I get scared that someone's gonna yell at me because they're like, you don't know how to do this. And it's like, why can't I convince my brain that it's just a video game? And like, nothing matters. You know? Why do I care so much what someone on the internet thinks that I'm never going to meet again? And I think it's ruined some experiences for me before. When I used to stay home from work to do new patches for like Shadowbringers, sometimes I'd get like so anxious I'd just go on Reddit and see if I could look up like spoiler-free guides on how to do the new raids. Because I was like too afraid to go in and not know how to do it. But it's like, that's the point. That's the point. You should just go in and do it. Really? Yeah. Because I don't want to know like what the raid is before I do it, but I want to do it right. The best part is being new with people. Yeah, it should be. But like I have a neuron in my brain that's not firing the right way, and it just like makes me scared. And like the fear of not knowing, even though no one else knows because it's the first day, overwrites the fear, overwrites the joy of like experiencing it for the first time. I always look up a dungeon guide beforehand so people don't get upset with me for watching. Yes! Exactly, but I wish I didn't. You know, I wish I didn't do that because that's not the way that I want to play the game. But it's not just Final Fantasy, it's like any MMO. I don't know. For a dungeon, not usually with dungeons anymore. It used to be with dungeons a little bit though. Back when I was learning the game, back on like the first year I started playing and I joined the guild and met Pixie and everything. I read online back then that Samurai had a really low like entry level, but a really, really high skill ceiling. And like people would bitch about it online about how like bad Samurai. So I got afraid to play the game and level Samurai because like I was like, what if I do bad? When I first run as a tank, I'll only run with friends. Which is funny, right? Because in Final Fantasy 14, I'll honestly, like, the role you should be least afraid of running for the first time is tank, because, like, you don't have to do anything. Oh, hi. I don't know. It's just a part of my beautiful mental illness. Tank is simple from what I've played? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't get more complicated unless you're playing like Dark Knight. So... Tank is the get out of jail free card most of the time. I'm coming. Coming. Bro? I can't get up. Is tank like basic bitch class? No. Not really. It's just that like, what's your job? Keep aggro. You're not shooting me, right? I didn't do anything. Like, if you die, whose fault is it? The healer's fault. If the boss doesn't die fast enough, whose fault is it? It's the DPS's fault. I should use the machine gun more. The thing with tank in Final Fantasy right now, and this, I think this is mostly for high levels, so it's not really a thing you have to worry about, is tanks have given so much survivability. Was this like a standoff? I'll watch. They've been given so much survivability that you don't really need a healer anymore. If a random mob kills everyone, whose fault is it? Yeah, but it never happens. Because if a random mob kills everyone, whose fault is it? It's the healer's fault. Because if the tank died and they had aggro, it's the healer's fault. How do you feel about the improvement in tank survivability? I heard that some healers are unhappy now. I think a lot of healers are unhappy, and they've been unhappy since Endwalker, because tanks are too powerful. They don't need healers anymore. Which is kind of a shame. But I guess if you're playing healer, then like, and you don't have to do anything, then you're getting a fucking free pass. Is this an endgame only problem? Yes. Because when you do dungeons, if someone who's max level queues in with you, they're level synced down to the like the average level sync level of that dungeon. And because low level dungeons don't have access to those super powerful skills, or just like the general item level of those dungeons are low, their survivability is still pretty average. But at high level, when there's no cap on the item level, when you're doing like current content, doesn't really matter. Is someone trying to shoot me? Oh, it's the rocket launcher. I'll be right back. I just need to get this room. Oh, that's pretty bad. This one. Yeah, Final Fantasy needs fix some things for 8.0. Preferably make classes fun to play again. Give people some more utility. If healers don't have to heal, then what do? I don't know. They DPS. DPSing the healer is like some of the most boring shit you can do, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, Lillian just said it. Healer's DPS rotation is so boring. It's so boring. Who is shooting me? But this is endgame. These are endgame problems. You don't have to deal with those for a very long time. And if you're not a healer, then it doesn't matter. Or a tank. Sometimes I like to tank because it's fun. And you get special mounts if you tank enough dungeons. I was almost mad that it didn't sell Eve Hypos. No joke, DPS is probably the hardest job in the game. Especially depending on what kind of DPS you are. Like melee DPS, you need to worry about positionals and stuff and like moving in and out of attacks. Special mount, yeah, there's an achievement for every tank. Where if you tank enough high level duties, you'll get a mount for that tank. Pixie has one of them. I don't remember what they are. One's like a tiger. I think one's a bear. Can I hack this? Uh-oh. No, we're fine. I think Pixie has one of them. You have the bear. I don't have any. I don't tank enough.
Mr. Ryan asked me personally to make this clear. You give us Fontaine and this whole filthy ring of his, and you'll be knocking back pints up at the Fighting McDonald's. But if you prefer to play the mule, we'll treat you like a mule. Give him a taste, Patrick.
I'm back. Welcome back. We're just talking about, I don't know what we're talking about. Get on here and just zap. Here's good if you want to become a mentor, though, is I get a lot of commendations. Whatever. You want to be a mentor? Get queued into some dog shit duty that's like ultimate level that you've never done before? Be my guest. You guys should fight the Big Daddy instead of me.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
You think we can take him? Summoners need mounts because they won't give us anything else. First they took away your rotation, and soon they're gonna take away the rest. Remember when summoners were like the dot DPS? And now they're nothing. Sabertooth Tiger is Gunblade. Why would they give Gunblade a tiger when Gunblade is inspired by Squall and his name is Leonhart? Would you kindly kick that Big Daddy's ass? What if I die, though? What happens? Actually, I am going to do it, but first I need to swap. Let me buy things. The job fantasy is amazing now, but the rotation is not. I would... Oh, for Summoner? Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Alright. Let's fucking do it. I agree. Okay, now we're alone. We could just like let him be on fire forever. That'd be pretty fun. Jesus. Now they just need to get the job fantasy right for every class in the rotation. Stop neutering samurai every expansion.
Kindness to my little one. Are you really a friend to us? Regardless, a little one brings you a gift to demonstrate our appreciation.
Oh, hey. We can buy more things now. Target dummy might be nice. Winter Blast is cool, but when you equip it, it's kind of gross. What's a job fantasy? Yeah, how it feels. Like, if you are playing the ninja class, you'd expect to be like very ninja-esque, right? Sneaky and like fast, and ninjas used to have poisons they could apply to their weapons that would like do different types of damage or different effects. They removed. The fishing job fantasy is pretty accurate. I'd say it's the only job that's pretty accurate. But if they ever fuck with the fishers, I guess nothing will happen. This is kind of an allegory for life when you think about it. Would you kindly pull the trigger? Nothing happens. Max is one of my favorite people. He's a good guy. Without him, I would not have gotten nearly as far in the fishing world as I have. Have I saved? I will say though, the people who discover like the new fish and stuff on patch when they come out, crazy.
You can blame a lady who craves variety.
I don't like that.
And one day the gentleman stopped calling.
Hung out with him at Gateway Fate and he's just genuinely nice. Oh, so you're like best friends now?
You're looking for an invite to the fisheries. Nuts, I say. But if your head's up to the Wharf Master's office and find old Peach a research camera, maybe I could manage an invite.
Besties, we DM? What the hell? Can you tell him that I'm a big fan? Oh, I wasn't paying attention to you.
I'm sending something first. Watch your back.
If only Coffee would just DM him. You literally have. You know, the only reason I put that rule in the Discord for people to like fuck off and not talk to me is because there were people who were doing that, but in a way where like they didn't show up to streams and they didn't comment on the videos, and they just they literally just showed up to Discord one day and were like, "Can I be your friend?" And I'm like, "I don't know who you are." And I'm like the most antisocial person on earth. That's the only reason that rule exists in Discord, is so people who like don't fucking participate in any of the content don't come in and think they can be friends with me. And I know that sounds like kind of shitty for me to say, but like, honest to God, who are you?
Look on the belt. You'll find something to keep
Do you need a graphics artist for your stream? When I posted earlier this year that like I was thinking about oh, it'd be really cool to have a goal for this year to get a VTuber model before the end of the year, and then both Twitter and Blue Sky were just people being like, "Hi, I'm more than willing to discuss this with you." And I'm like, "Who are you?" Yeah, don't do rookie error, don't post that. They'll come out, and I know artists gotta make a living, but like, goddamn, you gotta be in the community to have the honor. It's true. I mean, it sounds shitty, but like, I think it's kind of true, right? If you're like someone who shows up a lot and like you interact and stream and we chat and like we get to know each other on like this kind of like, in a sense, I think that's better than showing up to my Discord one day and being like, I don't know how you got here, now you want to be my best friend. Lillian, you got the pass.
The fisheries. Just remember, sonny friend, I smell an ounce of...
But people also have to remember that I'm like shy as shit.
Fox. Atlas gives you the vouch, but I ain't turning my eye just on his say-so.
You know? You only have a Discord because I kept pestering you? You and Lillian did. I believe. This is not true, but it's also true. No, there was definitely a little bit of pestering. I mean, I'm glad I got pestered. I think the Discord is a good thing. I'm happy there's a Discord.
You never mind all that. We got work to do.
Sometimes I worry that it's not like active enough. Or like it'll like, someone will come in and they'll be like, this place sucks ass. Ow! But I also shouldn't give a shit about that because the people who are there who are chatting are the people who matter. I think about this stuff all the time way too much when I should just be like, you know, if the people who are here who actually use it are happy, then why do I care? The Discord is comfy, that's good to hear. I try not to like enforce rules or like be weird towards people unless there's something that needs to be talked about. Not that anyone's like breaking rules, but like, I'm not a cop.
The great chain is pulling away from me. Perhaps it's time to give it a tug.
Oh hey! Hey mister! Sorry, that was actually a really dumb idea. I did not have the high ground. I should have known. I watched episode 3. You got the battle pass! If any of you DM me, it better be for a good fucking reason. Just kidding. Ish. I just don't think there's a good need. That dude was just dancing and you killed him. He shouldn't have been dancing. His dance sucked. I'm gonna do a little loop right here. See that? I'm a pass to message Syl. I don't think, I mean, if someone wants to, they can, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know why anyone needs to message me when I'm in Discord and easily reachable. I didn't know this game was made in Footloose? What does that mean? If you message me, I have the right to not respond for like 14 days. Oh yeah, that's right, we have this. You don't know Footloose? I'm sorry, I don't. I'm stupid. I'm very sheltered. What is happening?
He was unloading the barge the other day when he was bitten from this sea slug. He woke up the next morning and he thought he could move his fingers on the
I didn't do anything.
ears. I asked him if he still had that sea slug.
It's a film where dancing is legal because religious. It's an 80s comedy. Yeah, sorry. I'm only 21 years old. Do you think that would hurt? Ugh. Do you think that would hurt? Sorry, if it's not Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, I don't know it. I haven't watched it. Movies are for lame people. Sorry, not sorry. Whoa. I think you can't feel it or else it'd be... Your hand being on fire would hurt? No. Not if you can't feel things. Hello? Whoa! Was I shooting armor-piercing rounds at people? I feel like it would still hurt them, right? If an armor-piercing round hits you, you'd still be like, oh shit, that sucked. I wish that didn't happen. You've watched Harry Potter, we all know it. Yeah, a long time ago. I was not prepared to finish the job on that one, I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually watched the 6th Harry Potter film. Like, I had the book and I had finished the book like an hour before I got to the theater.
Once he was just a menace to be convicted and hung. But he always manages to be where the evidence isn't.
Man, why'd J.K. Rowling have to turn into a huge piece of shit? I guess the writing was on the wall and we just didn't want to listen to it, but like, things could have been cool. She could have been cool. Fuck. There's a clip of me saying I could beat the shit out of her, apparently, on this channel, and I don't remember when that clip happened. My sister-in-law's been reading Harry Potter for the last 20 years. She reads it like a Bible. Well, like, doesn't it end? Didn't she finish? You got insecure about her old white books and trying to pretend it was diverse the whole time? Sounds like something I would clip. Her new books are really bad. The ones that she writes under her pseudonym. The newest one, I had the catalog at the library, and it is like twice the length of her largest Harry Potter book. And I went on the Goodreads because part of my job is kind of like figuring out the genre and the subject matter and any like metadata related information for a book that I can input if it's new. So I went on the Goodreads, which is a really easy way to find what other people are saying about a book. And the whole review list was people being like, hey, J.K. Rowling, could you just shut the fuck up? This book is so long. And it was like literally about like a character who's like getting canceled for saying something on social media. Like it was literally like her manifesto for like people yelling at her for being a fucking piece of shit. And everyone was like, shut up. I don't know. I found it a little funny. Like the Joker movie, would you rather AI book slop self-publish or J.K. Rowling new books? I'd rather just put a gun to my temple and pull the trigger. If we have to choose between one or the other, we should just all go back to writing fan fiction. How can gacha be evil when we live in a world where J.K. Rowling is rich? Spend the $20 on Uma Musume. It's okay. Your happiness is more important. It's okay to gamble. You know what's crazy though? People who start a gacha game and then they do the tutorial and then like immediately after that put like $50 into it.
The research camera looks just like what you'd see topside.
That's crazy.
According to this magazine article I scrounged up, it can also analyze genetic information
I don't have a problem with people putting money into gacha games. It's your money. You can do whatever you want. I also like gambling. That's why I've never been to Las Vegas. Why is everyone talking about Horse Girls nowadays? Because Side Games just published the global version of Uma Musume, and it's actually kind of a peak game, unfortunately. Hey, if we get enough people here to play it, we can start a club. We can start a club in-game. I did not pull Kita-san black, though, so you can't use me to win. Unfortunately. The only gambling I do is at Luigi's Casino for Mario DS. True. I didn't know. I definitely saw an uptick in Uma Musume. Yeah, it's global now. And, like, huge streamers have been playing it, like, consistently. Like, Northern Lion has been leading the fucking charge. Playing it pretty regularly on his streams. Which has gotten it a gigantic amount of attention. Since he is, like, a super normie guy, he does not play anime games. So the fact that he's, like, pretty into this one and playing it on his phone off stream is pretty crazy. And people are definitely... I think it's also attracting a lot of people who maybe don't necessarily jive with the genre either. Which is fine, it's cool. It's cool to see a lot of people interacting with a medium that they don't typically participate in. I think that's kind of the point of video games. As long as you don't, you know, spend all your mom's money. Put in her credit card and... or close the house. Forest Club? What'd you think I was talking about? Anyone play Arknights? I'm sure if still plays 2 will become a lot more popular. It's so true. I used to play Arknights, but I'm too stupid. Yeah, Pixie played the beta for the new Arknights game. It looked fun. I didn't play it. But I played Arknights on release. It was fun, but like I'm not very good at tower defense games, so I just felt very stupid. Oh! It wasn't very fun to play after a while because it felt like every time I had to do a new mission, if I wanted to get the maximum amount of points, I'd have to look up a guide. So I just kind of stopped. I'm actually one of the dumbest streamers on the platform, unfortunately. I'm sorry you had to learn this. Infinity Nikki looks super fun. Is it good? I mean, that's not what I meant to say. I was hearing some pretty bad stuff about it for a little bit because they implemented some systems that were super anti-like player. What is happening? Did they ever like fix that stuff? This is what happens when you hack everything in the game. You don't even have to play anymore. Not that bad. The patch was buggy and people got salty. Oh. I just don't have a lot of room in my life for a lot of gachas at one time, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I guess. It's probably a good thing. Like right now, I play Genshin because Pixie's super into Genshin, and it's pretty fun. It's like a very enjoyable game for us to both commiserate in. And I play Uma Musume because it's fun, and I don't spend money in it, so whatever happens is what happens, and I don't have to think about it beyond that. And because my favorite streamer, Northern Lion, plays it. Get yourself a girl who will watch Germa with you. I tried Genshin, but the opening text crawl was so boring that I stopped playing the second it was over. Here's my secret. I skip all the dialogue in Genshin. I'm there to play the game, not to listen to them talk. Sorry, Paimon, I don't care. I don't care what you have to say, and I don't care what it's about. Let me pull. I do indeed watch German NL with you, and that's why we're gonna get married, because you can't let someone like that go. It just wouldn't be right. I bet you skip 14 quest text too. Sometimes I double click by accident. I'm like, I hope they didn't just say the most important line in the game. But it's not on purpose, it's just the way my hand rests on the mouse. Sometimes I like click too fast. No, even when the story in 14 is at its worst, I do not skip it. How do you know which character you want to roll for? If you don't get to know them through the story, thank you, Mobile, for the 100 bits. You mean? I'm not... What are you talking about? I have a master's in creative writing. That means I have to care about my writing. You don't have to care about... I don't have to care about yours. So true. So true. I mean, the thing with Genshin is you can't actually skip. I just click really fast to make the dialogue go away. I definitely am interested in characters first and foremost based off of their aesthetics. So if they look really cool or like I vibe with how they look, I'll get interested in them. And if I get interested in them, then I will look up how they play. And if they're really good, then I'm more willing to pull on them. But even if they're not, but I really like how they play or just like them in general, I'll pull on them. And if all of the below criteria is met, I will probably listen to their storyline and see if it's insufferable or not.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible.
He only wants nice looking characters. If they don't look good, he has no care for them. Based on their assets, he means the 3 measurements. Whatever. You ain't gonna catch me gooning over Genshin live on stream.
So little ones to him belong. They are weak.
Who do you main in Genshin? I just pulled Skirk, so I've been playing Skirk. My team right now is actually like a super meta team by accident. But it's Skirk, Escoffier, Farina, and Sitlali. Where's my gun? I mained Hu Tao for a really long time because I have her weapon. And I was maining Mualani for a while because she's super cute and she has very Hawaiian aesthetic. And then I was maining Verisa for a while because she's super cool. But yeah, right now my team is a Skirk team because she just came out. Hehehe. Someone shooting me. Do you only remember when you get a chocobo for extra storage? If you have your chocobo, I believe there's a side quest you get to unlock chocobo saddlebags, but I don't know it off the top of my head. I don't recognize most of the characters' names anymore. There's lots of new characters. My favorite was Ningguang when I played, had a full Geo team. She's cool. Geo is probably my least played element. Saddlebags are free? Yeah, but do you need to do a side quest to unlock them? Because I remember when they released them, I don't remember if you have to do a quest to, like, activate them as you do with everything in that game. A lot of cool Geo characters. One of Pixie's favorite characters is Geo. She made me grind for their materials the other day, even though I didn't want to.
You think you can trick me?
What are you whining about? Nothing. I'm just yapping. I'm trying to keep the content flowing so no one gets bored. But I mean, what else would anyone rather be doing on a Friday night than watching me play Bioshock? I'm fishing? That's what I like to hear. Oh, look at that. Gimme. Oh, I should save. It's been a while. While putting coffee in the background? Yes, I'm second monitor content. Let's go. I'm fretting over my nearly full inventory of stuff. Have you gotten any retainers? Retainers will help you for a little while. I would fish, but none of my targets are up. Through pain. The whale isn't up? The biggest crime this game has is thinking that every single human on Earth will leave an audio diary about what they were doing before they died. Imagine like someone dies and you get their phone and it's just an audiobook. That'd be pretty crazy. You played at their funeral. These are his last words that we could find that were recorded. And it's like, today I started playing Umusume, and I wailed on the banner. Coffee has to get a cassette recorder so you can make an audio log? I should. Whale's up in 15 hours. Are you going to be awake? Zan, since I haven't played in a little bit, I can't remember exactly, so Mobo can tell you better probably. But it'll say like market restricted on a lot of items. Anything that shows you how much it's like worth or whatever in the tooltip is something that you can buy. So you shouldn't feel bad. Like a lot of the crafting materials you get from just killing monsters too, you can just get rid of or sell if you don't want them. Because they're super cheap and not a lot of people use them. But I don't remember what's entirely inaccessible to you on a free trial. But I definitely would think about getting a retainer if you can. Can you not use a retainer on a free trial? That'd be crazy. Yoshi P's thinking everyone can just have their inventory fucking perfect for like 70 levels. Anything with shop selling price. Did Wailing on Horse Girl kill that person? Yes. They gambled too hard. Heard you need to sub for a retainer. No retainers, no trading, no markets. No! I guess you just have to be really neat with your inventory then, huh? That sucks. Oh, I should be using the camera. Damn it. Whatever, it's fine. You gotta use the camera to take pictures of stuff. I only have 2 film. What the hell? Did you not know what just happened? The economy already sucks in 14, so the fact that there are bots there to ruin it even further is kind of crazy. It's so easy to make money if you play that game every day. Which is why I'm poor. And it's not because I bought a 12 million gil hairstyle. Hold on, let me buy some film. Yeah, once you buy the game, your free trial will end, and once you add a license to your account, you'll have to be paying a subscription, I believe. The free trial lasts as long as you don't buy the game. So I will, yeah, hold off as much as you can. You literally get the first like 3 expansions for free. Free trial runs out at the end of Stormblood. Yeah, that's like level 70. So like milk that for as much as you can. I'm still streaming? Jesus Christ. What the hell? I told you, this is one of my favorite games. I lost track of time. I could play this game all fucking day. I just hate not having a place to store all my shit. You can definitely get Chocobo saddlebags though. Because that's not market related at all. And that should help a lot, because that's just a whole different inventory. What level do you have to be to, Oop. What level do you have to be to, learn how to summon your Chocobo to combat for you?
I'm closing in on the whole ring. I'd pat myself on the back, but let's face it, these aren't exactly bloodthirsty desperados we're talking about. Rapture's full of poets, artists, and tennis players, not hired gorillas. But this leader, there's this Fontaine. He seems to know his way around the grift. He keeps his nose clean, but not so clean that the right people don't know he's not to be trifled with.
So you actually have to make sure to take pictures of this thing, of the cameras and the turrets far before the end of the game, because there's a limited amount of these, and if you hack them to be allies, you can't take pictures of them anymore. Little Bioshock tip for you, for all you aspiring Bioshockers. Hello. The first try was so epic for me. I think that's kind of the appeal of A Realm Reborn that I try to explain when people are like, no, it sucks to ass and it's boring. Every first experience you have in A Realm Reborn is like really exciting. And I think it like, I don't know, there's just a lot that like is really cool. But I also understand that it's like, on like a second or third playthrough, it's kind of lame. But like doing Sastasha, going through Sastasha for the first time after playing like a decade of World of Warcraft really felt like a fresh experience to me. It felt really cool. Once I buy the game, I'll also have to pay a subscription. Yes, your free trial lasts for as long as you don't own the game. When you buy the game, you'll add a license to the account that you're playing on, and that will remove the free trial, like,
Diane, my dear, I'm sorry, but
whatever from your account.
Rosenberg is demanding.
You'll no longer have a free trial account because you'll have purchased the game. So I think you'll get like 30 or 60 days or whatever of free game time, but after that you'll have to start paying a subscription but you'll own the game, so you won't have any more restrictions.
I'll go spend an hour pretending to
And
be
it's
dead.
very complicated, I know.
Be home as soon as I can.
One of the hardest parts of starting Final Fantasy XIV is going through their fucking log store system, or Square Enix account system, to figure it out. They do not make it easy for you to buy and play their game. Oh, isn't this kind of no, it's not. This is really ugly.
Can't see the wolves in the woods. This Fontaine fella, he's a crook and a proper tea-leaf, but he's got the Adam, and that makes him the gun.
It's actually really ugly.
He's sinking the profits back into bigger and better plasmids, building them Fontaine poorhouses, like Fontaine recruiting centres. Before we know it, bloke's gonna have an army of splicers. We're gonna have ourselves an army.
I'm at like 70 hours and my highest level is like 30, yeah. They give you a lot of content for free. And would you believe it's not even like scratching the tip of the iceberg either? Isn't that kind of crazy? Alright, I need to take pictures. The only wrong way to play is to not play, which is the crime that I've been accused of. He didn't die. Very powerful. Uh-huh. See? There's the jailer, right there. Coming to collect. What? Did you call me? Sorry, the jailer was not the right term. If you're coming to collect, you'd be like the loan shark, right? You bet it's not. Oh, stop! I misspoke. I wasn't making a joke that being in a relationship is like jail, if that's what you're accusing me. It was just me yapping and saying the wrong thing and electrocuting myself. What is happening? Can you imagine the outrage if they just cancel all the fan fests because people complained so much about the ticket lottery last time? But that's how they do things in Japan. It's all lottery based. They'll never stop it. We're just not used to it. Syl was just saying being in a relationship is like taking a loan out that you have to pay back eventually. No, stop it! I'm not saying anything. Being in a relationship is a lovely, wonderful experience that unfortunately not everyone gets to experience in their life. What is happening right now? I'm like fighting against entropy. I like the lottery, it's super fair. Yeah, but we're not used to the lottery. Bill's gonna get canceled, whatever. I've said worse. I have never felt like I'm in jail with Pixie. Just for the record. Other women, for sure, yeah. I was definitely imprisoned.
Now, are you ever bringing old Peach them?
This guy's trying to beat me up.
Are you just sightseeing?
You see, because the old ball and chain doesn't necessarily always have to refer to your partner. It can just refer to people in your life.
Hey,
who are constantly trying to bring you down. Hey there, buddy. BDSM is actually freeing. It can be. For people who enjoy it. I'm the ball and chain. I'm definitely the ball and chain as well. If there were to be a ball and chain, it would be me. The more you play this game, the less fun it looks. Why? Really? I'm having a great time. Do the stupid camera collecting thing. Okay, so the camera thing I'm doing is not something you have to do. Just to be clear. The quest right now is to take pictures of spider splicers. You only have to take a picture of like 3 unique ones. What I'm doing right now is you use the camera to research them. And the more you research them, the more benefits you get when you fight them. I'm just doing it all at once really, really early so I don't have to do it later in the game. What I'm doing is not the ideal way to play this game. Oop. Pixie left. She's mad at me. I talked too much. I'm here. Uh-oh. Everyone act cool. Everyone be really cool. Guys, the mods are here. Act natural. They are really cool. What about me? What does chat think? Do we want a poll? Is streamer cool? This is me stealing the warmth from Pixie when I visit her. Actually, this is how I sleep, to be honest with you. I put my hands over my chest like a vampire in a coffin. Pixie can confirm. Before we started dating, she saw me do this, and I think she got very amused from it. Saw me sleeping on a bed like this. And I was really embarrassed.
Rapture's changing, but Ryan can't see the wolves in the wood. Spontaneous fella. He's a crook and a proper tea leaf, but he's got the atom, and that makes him the governor. Sinking the profits back into bigger and
Hello.
better plasmids, building them Fontaine poorhouses.
You said the heat wave was over, so you were cooling? Yeah, until like next week. I think Sunday they said it's going to be super humid again, which is really exciting. Does anyone like summertime? Can you admit that in chat so I can ban you? Hello? I do have a gun. Oh, we finished our Let's Play series. Now we never have to take a picture of them again. Summertime can go to hell, that's what I'm talking about. I smoked by accident, sorry. Will you forgive me?
Mr. Ryan, I believe in Rapture, but that doesn't mean we always win. Fontaine Futuristics is the biggest thing going in Rapture. So let me
You're a fucker. I hate you.
when we arrest that Torag Fontaine for his thieving and smuggling, we must make it clear that we won't touch his business interests. We sit on the council because these poor sods trust us.
What's everyone's plans for the weekend? Everyone doing anything fun? I'm not doing well with my aim right now. Final Fantasy 14 maybe making a stuffed animal? Alright, go on, explain that. What do you mean by that, making a stuffed animal? Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Store Champs Draft in the morning. The prize card is worth like $200. I still have yet to find a place where I can properly buy cards. It's a hobby of mine? That's cool. Like from scratch? The only stuffed animal I ever made was one from Build-A-Bear. Where do you think you're going? Ow. Alright, we gotta kill that Big Daddy. Oh, I'm a little sniffly now. Where'd the Big Daddy at? Where'd he go? Realistically speaking, I'm not favored. I'll probably be the third best drafter there, which is good, but not easy mode. But don't you want the card? Would it not bring you joy to have the card? Hanging out with a girlfriend on Saturday, then going to the mall on Sunday with a friend to check out an Arknights collab event. You're just such a busy bee. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be a little homebody and just sit here. Alright, I don't know where the Big Daddy went. Take me. Y'all have such fun plans, take me. She doesn't want to hang out with me. I'm too boring. Are you gonna play the Genshin event with me? We literally played the Genshin event 2 days ago. I wanted to wait for the rest of the event to finish, so we didn't have to wait. Also, we both agreed the Genshin event sucks. Who is complaining right now?
Find a better hiding place, monster. I can see you.
You're not supposed to do that. Let me take a picture real quick. I just have too many friends and partners who want to see me all the time. Well, lucky you. Lillian is popular. Why did I get such a popular chatter in my stream? Make sure to tell all your friends to come watch. And partners. Where you go? Tell them to come like, comment, and subscribe on the Coffee Beans YouTube channel. I shall spread coffee propaganda. This is the way. I think I'd hate being like popular within a physical like friend group. Because then my presence would be required often and I don't think I'd be able to take it. I'd be like really annoyed all the time. Because it'd always be like, let's go somewhere, and I'd be like, I don't wanna. Leave me alone.
But this is the time for leadership. Action must be taken against the smugglers. Contact with the surface exposes Rapture to the very parasites we fled from.
Leave me alone. I don't want to go out. I want to play video games. Is coffee also flexing his popularity? I promise you I am not popular and I don't have that many friends. Why do you think I make YouTube videos and stream when I'm not at work? Do popular people do that? Wait, I didn't know this was a... Yes? What do you mean yes? Since when? When is the next video? When I get over my like severe post-trip depression plus IRL things happening that are making me not want to get out of bed. When that happens, there will be a video. Is Mr. Beast popular though? Would you hang out with Mr. Beast? You have to be honest. You fucking stupid turret. I hate you. Ow. Where is he? Take a quick picture. How are you alive? I wasn't popular at all, at least romantically, until I became a girl last year. Then suddenly everyone wants to date me. For a while, but hugely time-consuming. Fishing in 14 is better. I don't like popular people. What the heck? It's much better to go out in the cold than heat. So true. People who want to go out in the summer are scary, and I don't know if they belong near me. Alfred is popular? Not for me. I don't watch his content. That's true, though. He is pretty popular. I think I'd be a very boring, famous, popular streamer, to be honest. They'd be like, oh my god, what did you do while you were not streaming for the last couple of days? And I'd be like, I got up, and I made coffee, and I probably played, like, Zelda. And, you know. There are more famous people who do less. I just feel like I would do very little. I want enough money and notoriety to be an enigmatic recluse, the dream. I want enough money to be doing this to get by and like have these interactions. I think a little bit bigger of a stream where we had some more people, but we could like not that we could do like community stuff with like a full community thing, like just like a full like I don't know Mario Kart race or something. That's the I think that's the key, the sweet spot right there. I think that'd be really sick. Not that I'm unhappy with things right now. I think things right now are super cool. But if I could do this, be able to get by doing this, I'd be pretty happy. I'll take that. I'm sorry I can't be enough for you. That just means we have to spread the love. I need money. Why are there all these people here? This is like gonna be such a stupid idea. I just need like $1,000 a week if that's okay. This is such a bad idea because I do not have the resources for this. You keep saying you feel bad when you give me money? Yeah, that's the thing I have to get over. Is just to be like, if people want to be here and they want to support the things that I do for whatever reason, then that's their prerogative and I can be joyful about that. It's not that I don't want... It's not that anyone doesn't want money. I think people want money. Yes, let's go! One bit for 100 hours of guilt. Thank you for the bit. I might be fucked. 3 frag grenades in a dream. I should have hacked that first. Come here. I deserve to be dead. There's no way around that. We're microdosing guilt now? Cover every day of my life. I need health. You didn't see what happened, did you? I got all the little sisters, so it doesn't matter. So if anyone wants to contact Mr. Beast and tell him to watch my YouTube channel, that would be pretty good. But if... no problem if not, I guess. We'll just keep doing this. Actually, I don't want Mr. Beast. Well, that's not true. I mean, Mr. Beast, if you're listening, that was a joke. Can you move, please? There's no more little sisters here for you to hang out with. Mr. Beast reacts to preserving games from a librarian's perspective. Imagine how many games we could preserve if Mr. Beast was on our side. Oh, Scott Emperor, watch your stream. Big bucks will come rolling in. Oh, that's blood money. I don't know if I could do that. That might bring shame to my family if I did that.
The Little Sisters Orphanage. In troubled times.
I don't want to fight a splicer right now. Also, he's like maybe like 5 minutes away from getting like Omega jailed from, you know, the Epstein stuff. I don't know if I want to associate him with the Twitch stream at the moment. But that might not be the best idea. You know? Five minutes away from being jailed for like a year. Yeah, but we can keep hoping.
Laugh as your enemies fight each other.
Really the only thing we have left. Someone okay down there? Excuse me, I need to take a picture. Majority would sooner launch nukes than jail Trump. Yeah, so true. So true. It might even happen sooner than you think. Out of ammo. That was like a boss.
They sure go down easy once you research them up right. Come on in and show us those snappies.
Alright, so we gotta give all our weapons up now. Which is not super Daijobu. Gotta be like loot in here. Like health packs or something sitting around. I can destroy them. Are we gonna finish this game today? Hell no. I have an end point in mind for today. We're almost done.
Brad didn't get himself at. You got something from me in my crew.
No, it would not be finished today. Let's just put it that way. Considering I'm on the East Coast and it is 9:21, we would not be finishing it today. It would be tomorrow. Worst speedrun? I've never seen a Bioshock speedrun before, actually.
Before you head into the fisheries, a word to the wise. Old Peachy seems about as straight as a dog's hind leg. You keep your eyes open.
I've never seen one.
Nobody walks into my swampy terrier to eat. Put your weapons in the wall, then I'll let you in.
We can store this in the bank. I wonder how fast they go.
Price, you're gonna have to pay it. But he can't very well take your plasmas away now, can he?
World record is under half an hour. Are you kidding me? I guess, you know, that's not so bad. I think people who do like the 30-hour speed runs of like Persona 5 are the crazy people. Those are the people who I will never compete against. But a half an hour, that's pretty good. I could learn that. Alright, we have to run around really fast. Like, and hack everything. I should buy some film. Can't. This will make our lives way easier in a minute because we're about to do a boss battle. If a speedrun goes over 6 hours, you're a masochist? That's what I'm saying. And I know, like, I watched a YouTube video maybe like a year ago, and it was a guy who was doing the Xenoblade Trilogy speedrun, where he was speedrunning all the games in a row. Like, holy shit. I wish I had that much time. But I don't think I'd use it speedrunning the longest RPGs in the world.
Sure thing, Mr. Fontaine. I'll hold you a spot. Ryan promised Fontaine was dust, and now here you are doing his dirty. I guess that makes
I feel like people that should go to 3 separate people. I feel like that should go to 3 separate people. Speedrun the longing. Can you do that? Like a triathlon? Yeah, you have to hand over the baton. Alright, I did my time. Something's gonna pop up right. Open up. Actually, what are we doing? We can do a little bit of this. I just used 2 packs by accident. I think if I do a speed run, it's going to be like a half an hour to an hour and a half. Anything longer than that, my attention span will fail. And also imagine failing a speed run like 6 hours into a 6.5 hour run. I don't think I would have the motivation to continue after that. It would just be like so sad. I've done it. Yeah, didn't you? What game were you speedrunning? The end of the game is the most technical part. Evil. Never gonna speedrun Breath of the Wild 100%. I'll do it for 100,000 subscribers. How long does it do is 100% Breath of the Wild speedrun? And I'm not very good at the game, so I think it would be really sad. It'd be a little pathetic. Collecting 900 Ts will probably kill you if I make it that far. Over 100 hours? Dark Chronicle? Yeah. We gotta get back to that game. I was thinking about streaming it today, but like, given everything that's been happening lately, I'm just like, when I decide to stream, I'm like, I have to stream right now the game that is going to make me like, be happy right now. I just need to stream the happy game. A game, if I'm thinking of a game and it gives me the comfy vibes, I have to stream it. And for the time being, I apologize if that makes people sad. Stop. He should be running in here. He's on fire again. Are you dead? Leave me alone. I wish I had film. Who is still attacking me? Thank you for the hydrate, Pixie. You know, do you think it's humid down here under the ocean? I should probably hydrate instead of just thanking you, huh? No. Sign me up, I'm going then. Fuck Massachusetts.
You think you can get away with
You're talking a lot of noise right now, buddy. No and yes. I'm getting a lot of conflicting answers right now. Yes, human, and yes, drink. You know, like when you're playing this game, you don't really think of it, but what are we getting coffee to do? Suffer. To drink water. Are you telling me you can't persist off of iced coffee from Dunkin's? I've been lied to my whole life. What was I saying? Remember Ocean Gate? when the guys went down in the submarine to see the Titanic and they kind of didn't come back. And I remember seeing on the news someone was saying to make the public understand, if for some reason they were trapped at the bottom of the ocean and they needed a rescue, it would be easier to rescue them if they were on the moon. Like, that's how scary it is to be at the bottom of the ocean. Do you think it's humid in the Titan carbon fiber submersible as it visits the wreck of the Titanic? You're just stewing in the humidity of other people sharing the space that you're in. You weren't talking your way out of Subnautica? God damn it. I was hoping you'd forget about that by playing Bioshock. Did you know this is Ken Levine's voice? I don't need a hint, I'm just exploring and looting. We're never gonna visit this room again, so we're just gonna take the health pack from this. Nothing here. And I believe we're about to get our first upgrade station. That's very exciting. You need $2, please. For what? I'm looking. Alright, so we're gonna upgrade the shotgun because that's what we need to upgrade. Because it's the best weapon. I wish we had film. I usually don't run out of film. Oh, I didn't see that guy. Alright, I got a little more than $2. I'm sorry, I failed. We can spend it down.
Fontaine's putting less screws on us and double. He's squeezing us out of 80 points of our cut with the threat of turning us into Ryan if we don't play ball. Son of a bitch.
Have you been hearing the clicky clack of my keyboard this whole time, or have I set my microphone settings right for the first time on Earth? How much longer tonight? Like 5 minutes. Sorry, I kind of got distracted with the game. I told you I really like this game. I can't help it. I just I got lost in the sauce. I can't really hear your keyboard. Excellent. All right, this is the upgrade station. We probably want shotgun. And now we got big old pipes. The long stream was fun. I got to do a ton of mining and crafting. What craft are you specializing in right now? Or are you just kind of going through the gambit? The thing with Final Fantasy crafting is that like you can be a mono crafter if you want, but a lot of the recipe later on kind of require you to be an omni crafter or an omni gatherer to gather everything that you need. Interesting. I want to be able to craft everything. It's like its own game. The crafting system in Final Fantasy is insane. Like high-level expert crafting is something that I can't even do properly because it's so complex. Omni gathering isn't hard. Yeah, gathering is the easy one. Maybe the boring one though, but yes. Oh, what is that? I just got a film.
One of the biggest challenges a rational face with
That's so cool. I don't care. Cooking is not very dependent on other crafting classes. No, but it's dependent on gathering. So if you do not have a botanist or a miner, the cooking can get very annoying. Don't you need fish and other stuff from gatherers? Yes. Cooking requires all the gatherers, but crafting requires all the gatherers and various crafters. I don't know, it's complicated. I haven't been a low-level crafter in a really long time. Does cooking need mining? Yes, because you need to mine for like salt and stuff. And there's a lot of low-level ingredients in cooking that you will still need for high-level expert materials. So you'll be going to gather like level 20 shit for a long time. Whoa! Oh, we're done, by the way. That was a good chunk of Bioshock. We should play this again. I almost turned my camera on. That would have been really fun. What's happening? All right. Subnautica first before another Bioshock. Oh, but I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to. Maybe. Fuck. We might do Subnautica on Monday. So you better be here if you voted for Subnautica with your channel points over the last like 5 months. Good night, thank you for stream. Thank you for hanging out. This was a super fun stream. I'm really happy everyone got to hang out and chill. I won't be here. What the hell? No reason. Just funny. Xenophobia can be difficult. I'll be fine. I might scream, but I'll be fine. Subnautica, I want to do some more Fallout. We'll do more Bioshock. I want to get back to Dark Cloud 2. I also want to finish my playthrough of Earthbound. So a lot of you probably weren't here for that. But when I started streaming over a year ago, one of the first games I streamed was Earthbound. So I'd like to get back and finish that game. If you actually had Thalassophobia, I would make you play it. I know you don't have it. I do have it. But I also can separate a video game from real life. So I'm not gonna like throw up. I'm just gonna be like scared. Which is content, I guess. It'll be fine. Earthbound is chill. I love Earthbound. It's one of my favorite games. And if you have checked out the YouTube, you'll see that I posted 2 parts while I was away, which is kind of me leading into wanting to get back to finishing it. So expect all of the following games coming up soon. A coffee community trip to the Boston Harbor. Boston? You sure you want to go to Boston? You sure? Sure you want to do that? It's a little hot. Boston's fine. I got a plush lobster from there. That's actually super cute. Go to the beach. One of my best friends is around that area. Do they like it? I hear Boston's good if you love and hate tea. It is great if you hate tea. Boston's fine. I've been to worse cities. Los Angeles. It's fine. There's a book that I read a year ago. It's called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. You guys want to have a book club? Read this book. It's called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. It is a book about these 2 people who start a game dev company. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. And something kind of interesting about that book, for me personally, is that the characters constantly go back between Boston and Los Angeles, and I'm like, oh, I do that. This is for me. This is a me book. First book in book club is Finnegan's Wake. I would rather read Harry Potter back to back forever for the rest of time. Anyway, if you want a good book, that was a good book, especially if you like video games. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. It has a very rainbow, colorful cover. I liked that book. I would give it like a 4 out of 5. No, I'll give it a 3.8 out of 5 because some things in it pissed me off. We should read the book Coffee wrote IRL. You'll never know what it is and you'll never find it. When I'm super famous and my full name has been revealed to the world, I'll let you check the book out. It's the one with the tsunami on the cover, right? Yes, it is. What if I ask your mom? She won't tell you. What if she never read it? What if it's secret? What if I used a pseudonym? I'm the doc so I can read it. No, don't do that. I make more money Twitch streaming than I do off that book. So I would prefer if you guys just hang out here. If you come to the wedding, you can read the book. That's the deal. Anyway, it's late. I'm gonna head off. Copies of every book Everyone at the wedding. You have to ask Pixie if this is gonna happen or not. If she wants me to have a stand where I sell books. She might not appreciate that. Thanks for stream. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you Monday. We might play Subnautica. And if we don't, please, I apologize. Have a good weekend. Enjoy Final Fantasy. I'll be in the Discord.